Yes, God, honey, it's Miss Laganja Estranja. Subscribe now to Bay Lestray's channel. Oh,
today we're going to be reviewing Drag Race Holland Season 1, Episode 1. But we're not going to do it alone. We're going to have a very special guest, Laganja Estranja. So make sure you stay tuned at the end of the review so you can make sure to see that. And if you want to see more content like this, make sure to subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. I interrupt this special program to give a shout out to Lady T, Tino, the baddest bitch wig maker I know. Big things are coming, so stay tuned. And don't forget, you can get my merch in the description link down below. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the video. Alright, so the first queen to walk into the workroom was Abby OMG Queen. She was cute. She was in this gold look, and I lived for that green hair. It was a great accent. So the second queen to walk into the workroom was Chelsea Boy. She was giving motocross realness, side tangent, any guy in a motocross vest and a motocross helmet.
Homeboy's gonna like get it.
So the next queen to walk into the room was Jane Jacquet. Most part what I've seen, she seems really polished, but from this look I'm not like a fan. And Megan walks in a religious outfit. I'm not exactly sure the tie to it. Anybody know? Comment down below so I can be educated. But I wasn't really a fan. It did seem like a costume that was just rhinestoned. And then Madame Madness walked into the room and she was serving colors on colors. She looked cute. And then room service walked in. She wasn't wearing anything really special. It just looked like this shiny, I want to say cheap looking fabric. And then Synergene walked in. I guess there was a print theme and I was kind of living for it. That hair was crazy. And then Mama Queen walked in and she was serving, I'm gonna have a gay baby realness. Come on, Gaby. And then Patty Pam Pam walked into the room. She was wearing a Moschino runway. I mean, a lot of designers done this look, and that's what she was doing. Then comes in Envy Peru, and I liked her dominatrix look, so it was cute. Alright, so then we find out the girls are competing for an 18,000 euro dress. Did somebody say fashion? It is announced that they have their first mini challenge, and it's the Season 5 dunk tank. And I'm gonna give you a spoiler alert. Holland queens don't sing. But if they did, there was a lifeguard on duty, which I lived for. Abby OMG and then Envy Peru were the first queens to actually get a good picture. And then we actually get the first storyline of the season, which is Abby and Envy are sisters, but they're not sisters in this game. It's every queen for themselves. Hearing that whole thing, all I could think about is I would lose my wig. Abby wins and Venus's face crack was everything. And it is announced that they are going to do a runway. And the category is Queens on the Runway, but they also have to plead their case on the runway. And why they're next drag superstar. So really the storylines we get when they're getting ready is Abby OMG became homeless as a teen. Rome has religious parents. And it was just kind of that talk going on in the workroom. No real stories have developed. No drama was going on. Not just yet. Even though I thought Rome was kind of like cocky. But let's go ahead and jump into the runway. Alright, so on the main stage, we meet our judges. We have Nikki Pallison, Klaus Iverson, and Saint Willis Van Doos. I don't know how to pronounce her name. And our host, Fred Van Leer. So let's go ahead and jump into the runway. And the category is Queens, Queens, Queens. And first out to walk out on the runway was Synergene. And she was serving a little Marie Antoinette, really Rococo time period. And then she opens up her dress, has a cute little tutu, but her dress is like filled with desserts. Oh my god, she really made them eat it. I was living for it. And honestly, that whole outfit just screamed money to me. And then Envy came out. She was kind of giving me swimsuit pageant. I wasn't really a fan of this look. Yeah. And then Jane Jacquet came out and she was serving this Queen Bee look. I didn't really enjoy the dress aspect, but the Ripaway was cute. And then Rome came out. She was serving Disney villain. I wasn't really a fan. It was just a bodysuit, but you go, Glen Coco. And then Mama came out. She really loves to stick to a storyline. She brought her baby. She was serving Virgin Mary. I wasn't a fan when she walked out, and I really wasn't a fan of the look overall, but I could appreciate the story. And then Megan walked out. She was giving Diana Ross realness. She was serving gold. She was serving rainbow. Then the next queen was Chelsea Boy. He really served it. He was serving Alien Queen. His drag was really good. Like, I enjoyed that look 100%. And then Patty Pam Pam came out, and she was serving Ultimate Queen for Freddie Mercury. It wasn't anything really special, but it was cute. Then Madame Madness came out, and she was serving Queen of Hearts realness. I love the hair and I love the dress, but it just wasn't anything really special. I don't know. It wasn't anything modern. She showed her ass at the end, and I guess we got some cake. And then lastly was Abby OMG, and she was serving Carnival. It didn't really give me like super expensive, and it also really didn't give me Queen. So then they had to plead their case for their platform. Really quickly, I'm gonna like sum up what I got out of it. Envy Peru wants to be a queen for the people. Synergy, she wants to be funny. Janie Jacquet is the queen of overcoming things. Rome is an artist. Mama Queen wants to be a mom to all the gays. Megan, she wants to represent the deaf community, and she wants to show how unique she is. Chelsea just described that she's a powerhouse. I didn't understand Pam Pam's. All she did was talk about boxes, so her platform's about boxes. Madame wants to show that anybody can do anything. And Abby wants to show up and show out for Brazil. So the winner of this episode was Janie Jacquet. The two bottoms were Rome and Megan, which honestly I kind of saw too. So it was really shocking. They were all really fierce. But honestly, during that lip sync, I kind of was team Rome. Only like due to the fact because if I was to perform that song, I would perform it just like she did. Like, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah, she went home. And I don't know. But congratulations to Megan. I'm excited to see what she does in the competition. Honestly, right now, I'm really excited for Synergy. And of course, I'm excited for Meta Madness. Hi, Bearded Queen. And low-key, I'm excited to see what MV Peru does. Enough of my opinions on this episode. Let's go ahead and see what Laganja thought. How are you doing tonight, Laganja?
I am medicated, girl. How are you?
Medicated as well.
Yes.
Yes, we've just been enjoying all that Drag Race content. Did you watch Drag Race Canada with all this overload?
I will be honest, there is so much Drag Race, which I'm a huge fan of. I'm so thankful to see it on TV now nonstop, especially now that it's gone fully international. I think that's amazing, and I'm happy for the other girls to have the opportunity. But I will be honest with you, it is very hard for me to consume that much Drag Race when I am a full-time drag queen myself. Now, that being said, I did watch a couple episodes of Canada's Drag Race. I did a review show with Yuha Hamasaki a couple of times, so we definitely watched some episodes together. But now that I've got my World of Wonder app, I'm definitely going to be watching Drag Race Holland for sure. Because this first episode was spicy, honey.
Yes, it was. And I was actually really surprised with all the subtitles. But like I was engaged the whole time. I felt like that made me even more engaged with the show, reading the subtitles. But did anything stand out to you in particularly?
Well, I am going to say I had the opposite reaction. I was like, oh my God, I feel for everyone now who's ever had to read and watch Drag Race, because at least for me, because I'm such a stoner, it was very hard to keep up. I was like, wait, now what? Who said that? But as far as things that stood out to me, I think the cast is stellar. I thought it was some of the best drag we'd seen on this, on this franchise in quite some time. Really polished looks, and I'm excited to see where it goes.
The looks were really polished. Like, I enjoyed everybody's, but if you had to say there was a top bae, like a top look, what look would you say was the top look?
Well, Mama, I had to take notes, okay? I'm very that Drag Race fanatic, so now I have to review the notes to see who I feel is My favorite bae. I'm down to 3 favorite baes for sure.
Right.
I really love Chelsea Boy.
Right.
I love his off boy, or his off screen, or his off diva mode. I think himself as his boy is really great, and I loved both of his looks. The biker chick look was super cool, super fresh. Loved the neon hair, and the alien queen, which I thought was super different, and I loved, you know, his spin on it. I also like Janie Jackie.
Yeah.
Is that how you say it? Okay, good.
I say Janie Jackie, but
I think that's right. She's just gorgeous. I mean, she's totally fish. When she walked in the runway or the workroom, I was like, whoa, you are gorgeous. I'm living for your like effervescence. And then obviously her runway, the queen bee. Are you kidding me? She slayed. I mean, for me, it was a little much, to be honest. Like the puff sleeves, like the wings, the reveal, the latex. Like it was a lot to take in, but it was drag excellence. And I just have to applaud that. And then last, I have down who I really loved was Pam Pam. I think it's Polly Pam Pam, polished. I just loved that measuring tape when she entered with the, you know, logo of her brand. I thought that was so smart. And then of course the Freddie Mercury. I mean, that was such a genius twist on Queen. And I love that it was brave and very different from the entrance look. I mean, overall, I took notes. So I was really interested. I love, of course, OMG Abby and Miss Envy. They're both so hot. I mean, oh my gosh, OMG Abby is a boy. Are you kidding me? He's bae as boy for sure. For sure.
Yes, Venus Envy's entrance look was one of my favorite looks as well. But if you had to say one look was bad or like a stray, which one would you say is that for you?
Well, let's see. I have only one X down on my page, and this will not be a very popular opinion because she did have, you know, a very touching moment on the runway. But for me, Megan fell short for me as far as clothing and personality. I wasn't connecting to her. I think that's why that moment at the end was such a, you know, saving grace moment for her, because it allowed us to connect to her and really see who she was and maybe why she wasn't coming off as strong as the other competitors in the beginning.
Yeah, that's true. That probably is what saved her. Really connected with her, like you said.
Yeah.
And that's the key. Is there anything that we haven't talked about that you want to talk about?
Well, I am working on a lot of projects. Unfortunately, there's a lot of NDAs signed, so I can't really talk about them. But one thing I can talk about is my album, Iconic, which I've been working on for the last 2 years. So we're getting very close, I think, I hope, I pray, to launching that album, and definitely at least launching a single or two. I've been sneak peeking Daddy, a new single of mine, on a couple of shows just recently for Rhea Latrey's Quarantine Queen, which is back for season 2. I gave a little snippet of that song. But I definitely, you know, am working more on YouTube. That's really where I've been focused during quarantine. So I would just encourage people to check out my current series, which is running, called Transformation Thursdays. It's every Thursday at 4:20, except for today because my computer broke, which don't even get me started on. But it's every Thursday at 4:20 with my dear friend Josetti Hurtado, who's an amazing artist, makeup guru, beauty, skincare. She does it all, but she's also like a bio drag queen. She's amazing. So we have that series every Thursday at 4:20 that people can check out.
Well, I'm really excited to see what's next from you. It's been a pleasure talking to you today. Thank you so much for coming on the channel.
Of course, sweetheart. Thank you. And keep at it and keep staying sickening, mama.
Thank you.
Thank you, Laganja. Thank you, everybody, for watching. That's it for this episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that other YouTube stuff. So, bye, bae.